2 years since Hurricane Charlie ripped through Charlotte County, and residents are still rebuilding their lives. We'll see how much more needs to be done. And
this is ABC 7 News Weekend Edition.
If I can get rid of this, get rid of my bike and the RV and that, I'm off to Tennessee as quick as possible.
It's been 2 years since Hurricane Charlie blew through Charlotte County, but many people are still cleaning up or getting out. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Linda Carson. It was a day thousands of Suncoast residents will never forget when Hurricane Charlie ripped through Charlotte County and destroyed everything in its path. Today marks the 2-year anniversary of that storm. ABC 7's Alcides Segui talked with a lot of residents today to see how folks are doing 2 years later. Alcides?
Yeah, Linda, some homeowners say they're still waiting for their home insurance company to compensate them for the belongings that were destroyed in the storm. Even though it's been 2 years, many people say they still have a long way to go from living their normal lives again. It's considered one of the biggest devastations on the Suncoast. August 13th, 2004, the day Hurricane Charlie ripped through the Suncoast. The winds were tremendous, but the aftermath was even worse. Thousands of homes destroyed, thousands of lives turned upside down. But the nightmare would eventually end, and the sun would eventually rise. Now, 2 years later, rebuilding is nearly complete for many. Re-seeing
some of the pictures in my mind, so much personal items that were just strewn across this area here out in the open.
The storm left Catherine's home unlivable, but 2 years later, her life is back to normal.
At one point, you know, this whole room was with no roof, nothing but the outside walls, the concrete block walls. And I mean, looking at it then, you just wouldn't imagine that you'd get from that to this.
But while many are rebuilding, others are taking their losses in stride. John Smith demolished his house. He says the insurance company recommended he destroy it and start over again. Now he's selling all of his stuff and moving to another state.
Like you say, you can't cry over spilled milk, but you know, you still have to go on about your life, so I'm trying to do the best I can do.
An idea many are trying to follow, because even after 2 years, the rebuilding is still far from over.
It's just hard to remember. It's like another place. But we're still going through that with my mother's. And I just, like today, I have to order a dumpster to go over there to clear out her things that were, you know, 30, 40 years of her life strewn across the yards.
And driving around Charlotte County most of the day, I realize many folks are living in their homes again, but there are still some people that have left their houses abandoned. Now, many homeowners say one of the biggest challenges after the storm was finding a contractor to fix their house and being able to trust they would do a good job. And that's one of the reasons many residents say they are still rebuilding today. Linda?
Thanks a lot, Alcides. A commemoration service on the 2nd anniversary of Charlie in Inglewood today. A special tribute to those who lost so much in the storm and are making such a valiant effort to get back on their feet. Also unveiled for the first time in Florida, the Katrina Cottage, or the Gulf Coast Cottage. Homefront Builders is hoping to sell the government on using these 700 square foot, $70,000 homes to replace the FEMA trailers.
We try to do it in the traditional Florida cracker style and show that we can act in a very fast way. This home was started 4 days ago, and you see the result in front of you.
And Laberton says besides fast and hurricane-safe housing for storm victims, these Katrina cottages would also be a good solution for affordable housing.